Hello, everybody. It is time once again for the connection ritual. We'll start in about 5 minutes at the top of the hour. If you're catching this live, you are welcome to follow along. This is a brief guided meditation. Don't let the word ritual throw you. We're not going to be worshiping gods or goddesses, although you're more than welcome to do so if that's something that you wish. I will be holding space for everyone and describing what it is like to connect across a distance so that we can first seek our own center, the deepness of our most authentic selves, and then reach out beyond that. No matter where we are located in the physical world, no matter if we are isolated, no matter if we are lonely and separated in some remote location, so that we can reach out and realize that our physical locations are not prisons, our bodies are not cages. With proper will and energy and focus, we can connect no matter where we are. The connection ritual began last year when the world went into lockdown with COVID. For a little over a year, we did this as a regular way of connecting and sharing energy and sharing support when so many of us were really languishing. We were secluded. Folks found themselves suddenly in a small apartment, only a few rooms, perhaps a large house, but even so, when suddenly your ability to go out among people is taken away, and even when you think of yourself as an introvert, that connection, that interaction with people, you miss. You begin to see that it does something for you more than mere conversation, that we share deeply in every interaction that we have. There is a give and a take, a vast webwork of life and support and nurture. And so this is an effort to engage with that consciously, to show you what it feels like, to guide you to it, so that you may go back and explore on your own, however you wish, always with permission, always with as much safety as possible. And with that in mind, if at any point something feels uncomfortable for you, do not hesitate to step back. Do not hesitate to turn the stream off. Take care of you. Guard yourself. We have many skilled energy workers who are holding space to make certain that this is as safe as possible. With that in mind, get your space set up. Shake out the anxiety and frustration of the day. Set aside any thoughts that might be bothering you or distracting you. If music helps you to focus, put some good tracks on. If you're more of the lines, to put on incense, to spritz some Florida water or something around the room, then do that. If you can control the chaos of the space around you, if you can ask family members or perhaps pets to be quiet for a little while, if you can retire to a place that you have a little more control over the space, that would be helpful. Sit or lie or stand, whatever is comfortable for you. This is about you in this moment and how you reach within in order to connect with the world outside. When in doubt, follow the sound of my voice. I will guide you there and back again. We will open with the Keprian charge and close with the family prayer. These words may mean something to you. They may not, and that's fine. They're what we open and close our rituals with. I wrote them many, many years ago, and they are a familiar touchstone to create a container of focus and energy and sacredness. Just a minute more. It begins with a light. We are the many born. We are the immortal. Eternal, we wander the aeons, moving to the rhythm of our own inner tides. We are active elements moving through passive worlds. Endlessly we die and are reborn, changed yet unchanging through the years. We move from lifetime to lifetime, taking up bodies as garments. Ours is a journey toward understanding, and our charge is knowledge and wisdom. We are the catalysts, and as we awaken to ourselves, we serve to awaken the very world. We gather in this moment to be present wholly in this experience. Take a few moments to settle into your body, to just check in with where you are at physically, how you feel, what the week has left you with, if your energy is high and strong, if you feel anxious, if you feel at peace. Whatever you feel, anything that is distracting to this moment, to your concentration, don't try to push it away. Don't try to suppress it. Don't try to grab it. Simply acknowledge it and set it aside. It will still be there, but you're not focusing on it. Any sensation, any distraction, anything physical that pulls you away from your focus in this moment, acknowledge it as it occurs to you. Set it aside. Acknowledge and set aside. And again, resist the urge to grab or push. Don't engage. Simply be. And from that, whatever light is in your space, whether it is your own candle, my candle, the light of the room, close your eyes against that light, not to block the light out, but to turn your vision inward. Take a few moments and feel what that is like here and now. Turning your vision inward to seek the light within, however you may experience that. You may experience your inner self, your eternal and enduring immortal self, as a brilliant flame, the spiritual equivalent of this candle flame. But it may be shadow, it may be song, it may be a name you remember only in dreams. Whatever shape it takes, or no shape at all, in this moment, seek it inward, allowing your perceptions to spiral deeper and deeper and deeper within until you come to a calm, centered, and sheltered space. A space where you have a clear sense of where you begin and end and the rest of the world is. A clear sense of your boundaries. A clear sense of yourself. That core of you as it exists without the distractions of the world around you, without the obligations of others, without the pieces that you give away of yourself daily in your job, in your family, in your life. All of that is closed away in this moment, and you are safe and calm and centered and held deep in the core of you. Take a few moments to feel what that's like. Centeredness, safety, boundaries, so that you know firmly what you are, who you are, how you feel, with no interference, no confusion. It may feel like peace. It may bring tears to your eyes, and that's okay, because this is a space that we easily get pulled away from. And it is almost melancholy to be reacquainted with it, because we realize it's so close, but it's so easy to be pulled away. Not right now. Listen to the sound of my voice and be centered. Be grounded. Be focused. Be safe. And within the core of this safe and sheltered space, if you feel up to it, turn your attention to those boundaries. They can be walls, great regimented, fortressed walls that you keep up against all of the things in the world that threaten you. But they are mutable, changeable to your will and your needs, and they can be gateways as much as they are walls. Windows into the world outside, or doors through which you reach out or invite others to reach in. As you turn your attention to the very core of you, that brilliance, that enduring light, take notice of all the tiny filaments of energy, of power that stretch out beyond you, reaching through those walls, through the portals and windows, reaching beyond to all the other bright, enduring stars who are not you, who are beyond you, stretched across the vastness of reality, the living, those who are brilliantly alive and yet not in a physical body, not currently. Some of them you know right now in this life. Others are achingly familiar. And all of them bear connections to you like rivers of light, this vast webwork strung between the stars connecting all of us. And if you feel comfortable, reach out along at least a few of them. See which ones speak to you. Perhaps they are well-trod, wide and thick. Perhaps they are gossamer like spider silk, grown thin with disuse. Trust your intuition. Trust the familiarity that calls to you along these lines. People, pets, places, existences that don't even fit in a simple human life. Reach out along these connections. Remember and know. And as you connect to the other brilliant, enduring souls strung out across the vastness of space, ask permission. Ask permission to share some of who you are with them and to partake of some of who they are. These connections allow us to transmit energy, emotion, memory, will, intent. There's really no limit beyond our imagination and our focus and what we permit. If you are comfortable, if you have enough to spare, send out some aspect of yourself, some of your energy to support those flung from you at a distance. If you have had a difficult couple of weeks, if the news has really worn you down, if there have been personal trials, and you feel that you are in need of support yourself, ask for that and feel no shame in asking. We have these connections so that we can support one another and draw on that support. If there is kindness, compassion, other emotions you wish to put out into the world, to give as gifts to the people with whom you share connections, focus on those now. Extend them as gifts with the understanding that it is only with permission that they are accepted. And if you have it in you to offer healing to the great collective of us, the restless, aching soul of our combined selves, offer what you can and ask all the powers, all the bright souls to give what they can, so that together, working together, pooling all of our strengths and all of our resources, we can work toward healing. We can work towards something better and kinder and more whole. As you seek along the pathways, reacquainting yourself with who and what wait for you on the other ends. It's easy to want to stay here, but remember, this is a space that is always within you and around you, and it's merely turning our focus away from the distractions of physical reality to tune in back here. There's nothing wrong with being grounded in your physical body. We are in these bodies for a reason, but they are incredibly distracting. And the world we inhabit is incredibly distracting. This is always here. You can always return. Keep that in mind. As first, we go back and pull ourselves back to that centered, sheltered space, back within the boundaries that define us, back to that sense where we know we have these connections, but we are us, firmly, wholly, and completely. That centered, sheltered, focused state where you know exactly who you are, even if you cannot put a word to that. And from that centered space in the core of you, come back to where your physical body resides. It is something also that you must tend and be kind to and love, even when it doesn't do what you want it to do, especially when it doesn't do what you want it to do. Settle back into your skin and your bones. Don't abandon the sense of being focused and safe. Don't abandon the sense of being connected either. But be back here in this moment, wherever you sit or stand or reside, and reacquaint yourself with what this feels like. Be here. You're present. But carry all of the glorious, brilliant things tight within you. You can always come back. We have passed this way before, and we will pass this way again. We have been many things to one another, teachers, lovers, friends, and bitterest enemies. But through it all we have remained tied together soul to soul in this our ancient family. May we endure together peacefully. May we enjoy each new lifetime as it comes. May we strengthen each other as we strengthen ourselves, and may we find one another in every time and in every place to share this fellowship and to celebrate this bond. And one last thing, since it's the 5th anniversary of the Pulse Massacre, a few moments of silence for those lost, for everyone lost since then, due to inaction, due to hate, due to violence. And a few moments of silence, not focused on mourning, but focused on change, on healing, on dreaming the world a better place. We have all seen far too much loss in the past little while. Dream the world new.